Hello and welcome. Oblivion presents the man who wants you to remember, if you lay down with enough force, you can fall asleep instantly. Your host, Wes Oblivion.
Oh! So soon, they're gonna have self-driving cars. I don't think I can get with that. I really don't. A car that drives itself. I mean, you ever had the GPS tell you to make a turn that didn't exist? Now you gotta think. So you're driving and you see that the GPS tells you to make a turn and you see that it's not a turn, so you don't make it. But let's look at it this way. You're not driving. The car is. And it says make a turn, or it doesn't say make it a turn because you're not driving, so it just starts to make that turn. Now, by the time it turns, your reaction time, you're gonna crash. Because you're gonna turn and I don't know. I'm just not a big fan. Who's responsible if the car crashes and you die? Do you get to sue the GPS?
You have a phone. You have a lawyer.
Does insurance cover it? Does that just... You remember back in the 80s and 90s, they predicted we'd have flying cars by now. Well, considering how most people drive, could you imagine what would be happening if they were flying around above head? They'd be dropping out the sky. Drunk flyers, blah, 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 so forth and so on. We're supposed to have hoverboards now, boards that actually hover off the ground. We're supposed to have... Hey, how come we don't have a base on the moon yet? We were back there in the 60s. How come there's not a... how come we're not terraforming the moon? Hey, you know what? On the same subject of driving, you ever notice when you go to the DMV and you get your license and they always tell you when you're taking your picture, smile? You should smile. And I always say, well, considering my appearance and age, whenever I pull out my license, it won't be to be carded for an alcoholic beverage or enter somewhere. So more than likely I will be detained. So, if I'm actually being detained, I won't be smiling. I might as well actually look like the person I am when they detain me. So, this would probably be to be accurate, it'd be like, yeah. Because it even hurts doing that, smiling. I never smile. That's a lie. I'm just joking. I smile quite a bit. So self-driving cars. I'm a little old school. I don't see me handing over the controls to a computer to get me where I want to go. I mean, the GPS has been known to screw me up quite a bit. So I'm gonna let the GPS drive. The younger generation, the Gen Z and under, they'll probably let them drive because they wouldn't know any better. They're grown up in that era. But I grew up 60s, 70s, diamond in the back, sunroof top, digging in the scene with the gangster lean. Ooh, I just showed my age. So, with that being said, I was just recently found worthy. Believe that? Wow. So anyway, excuse me. Driving me around, GPS, computer, guidance system. I don't see that. So it's a short rant. I'm just curious, are you gonna let the car drive you? I'm 50 something now. By the time it's in full swing, I'll be too old. I'll be all cynical and crotchety. Hey, you're driving me. If you expect me to get in that car, you better be driving. Probably something like that. I hope I don't sound like that or look like that, but hey, I'm not going to be optimistic about it. Well, I'm not crotchety now. I still drive exceedingly fast. I behave like I'm 20, 30. What? I behave. I didn't say look. I behave like I'm young. I need to stop that too. Anyway, that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about the car driving. So with that being said, hey, how come we don't even have an underwater city? Elon Musk. I mean, it's better than going into space. You you get abandoned in space, you're dead meat. You can't live out. I mean, at least in water you can rise to the top. You can't come up too fast because of bends and all that. But you're still on Earth. It's not COVID. I already had it twice and the shots. So if you ain't had COVID by now, then I don't even understand how you made it this far. But God bless you. So anyway, I wonder if you're gonna let the car drive you. I'm not. I've already spoken. By the time it's really in full swing, I already know I'll be too old to even accept that technology. You know how old people get when they get new technology. Oh, I don't know how to work that. I don't know why I keep doing that voice either. Anyway, my peoples, short rant. I'm out. Ghost. 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 Oh, right in the crotch.